desperation act, this person might just try to hold the head with a C grip. There's not a whole lot to hold on to here. I'm just kind of like trying to keep something hooked under his occiput. But if he knows what he's doing, it's coming out. Yesterday we were doing it from a half guard, which is okay. The half guard is usually, they're flattening you out and they're underhooking your head. But if this person is able to get an underhook and then begin to shrimp, sideways shrimp out, in a desperation act, this person might just try to hold the head with a C grip. There's not a whole lot to hold on to here. I'm just kind of like trying to keep something hooked under his occiput. But if he knows what he's doing, it's coming out. And so yesterday we talked about this. The same concept was that he was going to bring his chin to his chest and begin to bring his palm up to the sky. So this arm right here is coming up, and he's using the deltoid to fill the hole in his neck. And as he does this, keep reaching up, keep forward shrimping, I lose my hold, and he escapes. This also works from directly side control. And the transition is that I was here, but he was able to begin shrimping out. He kept this arm with an underhook. So all I have is this hold here. And as keep his head heavy, as he's making this difficult for me to get my hand under his head, I start to try to go into this modified scarf hold of sorts. But he already tucks his chin, lifts this up to the sky, palm to the sky, and tucks his chin under, making it impossible for me to hold on to as he takes my back. So I don't want him to get an underhook. It's never good to let my opponent underhook my head and neck, ever. So to defeat this, we need to get more and more in the habit of keeping our head planted to the ground, chin tucking to flatten the neck. Do you see the difference? If I just do this like sniffing position, it gives him a hollow because of the natural curve of my neck. But if I take my chin and put it to my chest and kind of flatten my neck and shrug my shoulders, it makes it more difficult. As I perch my arm here, he gets frustrated and I get the underhook as I turn to my side. I want this hand here to be blocking punches and attacks. While I'm here though, my head stays down, my shoulder and my arm, is it looking familiar? Go ahead, hold my head. Do not let me out. There's nothing for him to hold on to. The crown, that's a losing battle. As we were saying yesterday, even if he's squishing down from my ears to the top of my head, it can be uncomfortable, but it's not gonna finish me. It's not a blood choke. It's not even a neck crank. It's just uncomfortable. Well, we're okay with that. So it's just a matter of time. All I have to do is get some leverage, keep moving, shrimping out. Boop, crown of my head pops out. And now I have his back. So again, one more time. This should always be framing here. I don't want to be on my back. I want to be on my side. But sometimes we get this arm stuck out. So if that happens and I get to my side, he's going to get very frustrated. He wants to get an underhook with this arm. He wants to get under my head with this arm. So yes, eventually he gets impatient. If he gets my head here, this is where I go to work. Chin to my chest, palm up, coming around. If he stays on his back, I'm just gonna follow. But I wanna get my hook. I don't care about the finish yet today. You can guard against this. You can start to the choke or even just a seatbelt hold. If he begins to roll this way, that's when we come in and get the second hook and the seatbelt. But I really want to work on the escape over and over and over more than the attack from the back today.